Greetings and salutations, internet dozens. It is I, Wolfphototech, and this is one of many attempts I have so far at making this video, and it's late already. But hey, this is I will talk about the failed attempts at the end of the video, but let's get started with the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct. On the January the 16th, Sakurai showed off the new character that everyone is readying their pitchforks and flame and torches for. And here we are with Byleth, another Fire Emblem character. Now, personally, I don't have a serious issue against a Fire Emblem character. I do and I don't, but it's not that serious. You know, you get a few too many of them, and would kind of like something that's a little more original and different. Say like Spyro the Dragon, a four-legged opponent. That would be something interesting. You know, get Spyro, a former PlayStation mascot. That would be awesome. In the case of, say, like Crash Bandicoot, he's not so unique, but he's more interesting than another Fire Emblem character. Plus, he is a character that was well known in the PlayStation circles, so you just end up getting yourself another PlayStation character, and that would be totally awesome. And that's probably the closest you would get to an actual Sony PlayStation character, is getting Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. Also, we could always go with getting Shantae, which would be another female character, and that would be great. Yeah, sometimes I get those stupid notifications that pop up. But anyways, that would be so much more interesting than, say, Byleth. Now, I'm not absolutely against Byleth. You know, we can have Byleth. So you return, but I'm naturally good with Fire Emblem characters except for Chrom. Chrom has...
You wield the sword as well? What will you do?
Yeah, that's really clever. Just switch sexes.
So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time.
Oh dear. As you did, if you weren't paying attention, Shin Sakurai literally just made this whole thing here to like totally make fun of the people who are just a little tired of too many Fire Emblem characters. Now, I am only just mildly annoyed at the fact that we got Byleth simply because there's so many other characters that would have been entire level tiers way above Byleth on people's lists that are legitimate characters in video gaming. But, yeah.
With Arid Fire, strike with superior reach. Use Amir's overwhelming power.
Yeah, indeed.
Unleash the blinding speed of Failnaught.
Oh, the blinding speed of Failnaught.
Along with the sword of the creator, each weapon matches a direction.
Just checking the resolution.
Your will and mine be now as one.
Yes, indeed. And there's the final smash.
Both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
Now, hopefully this video works out. This is going to be like my last attempt making this video. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit in front of a camera and just talk about my thoughts, as opposed to trying to do recording of actual video.
Yes, there you have it. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This release is planned for January 28th.
January 28th, which is the last week of the month. There's going to be $5.99. There's also rumors of a Nintendo Direct occurring at or around the time of January 28th, potentially revealing a bunch of video games coming into the future.
First off, what is Fire Emblem?
There's a whole bunch of really nice videos here on YouTube talking about the history of Fire Emblem.
It's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful. The series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical role-playing games. You might be wondering what makes it particularly tactical. Well, it's tactical in that it simulates combat. You can think of it as moving pieces in a board game, or in other words, a game in which you advance units across a grid and battle.
He spends a lot of time explaining various historical concepts, which is nice.
But Fire Emblem,
he could probably get himself a YouTube channel and just make videos talking about the history of different franchises, and that'd be perfectly fine with me.
Plus, something made it stand out from other Nintendo products. Characters could permanently die. That's pretty direct language.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't like Fire Emblem games.
Sleeping with fishes.
I just don't like the whole idea of losing a character.
But really,
I just don't like the idea. The fact that I don't lose characters in games or hardly ever die in a game is something else, but I just don't like the thought. I also don't like the fact that in a lot of Fire Emblem games, a lot of Fire Emblem games, a lot of the characters you can recruit are just roaming around on the opposing side or on the field, and they might attack you unless you do certain combinations or send a particular character over to them, and that would enable you to recruit them. And that's like one of those things that they used to do to force you to buy a player guide.
When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Super Smash Bros.
Or require you to spend a whole bunch of time in playing the game over and over again, experimenting with every character during every battle,
Next comes your
which is kind of just tiring in itself.
And now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th game in the series.
And now he explains
might be thinking, 17
this.
There are that many? Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge. I'll give it a try.
You included Fire Emblem Warriors, or Heroes.
There you go, 17. So you saw how I was counting in
binary.
Ways, right? I was counting in binary. This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2. Then 2 plus 1 equals 3. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16. Add 1 and you get 17. Awesome, isn't it? You can actually count up to 31 on one hand. And if you use both hands, you can count all the way up to 1023.
Ain't that neat?
If you've given up counting the knots in a tatami mat, you could always give it a go. What is Fire Emblem Three Houses? In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Byleth, and the female version is called Byleths, but in English they share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen a house, you guide them through their school life, and, well, you end up fighting the other houses. After a certain incident, 5 years pass, and you meet up with grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their regions. It's a very sad game, in which your former allies become enemies, turn hostile, and try to kill you. To understand the concept of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played an early version of the game before its release. I've done the same thing before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example. Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time.
I wish I could do that.
I borrowed an early version
there is a program called the Nintendo Ambassador Program that enables people like news reporters and stuff like that, and YouTube personalities to do reviews of games and get the reviews out ahead of time. So Nintendo will say, like, send you a game a month or two in advance of it being released. It might not be 100% complete, but it will be mostly complete, and that way you could play through the game and review it ahead of time, and I don't need the fucking time. It's for my Facebook. But anyways, I wouldn't mind doing that. The only problem is that I have a day job, and I can't really sit down and spend the time playing one or two games crammed down into a single month.
So we're filming 2 months in advance.
Yeah, he recorded this 2 months in advance, but I can't do that because I got too many other things. I'm mid-cow, I live on my own. If I want a clean place, I have to clean my place, I have to cook, clean, stuff like that. So,
for demonstration purposes.
yeah, Sakurai right now is filling the video with time, and I'm filling this video with time about my personal self. So here, as part of the Challenger Pack 5,
this is our new fighter, Byleth.
You get a little introduction, you get the character, you get the stages, and you get the music.
It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for that.
Yeah, Byleth is slightly slower, slightly faster than Robin, which Robin is one of the slowest characters in all of Super Smash Bros.
The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem Three Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that. First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry
I do like the
attacks,
whole whip
attacks,
function
such as
of it.
down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air. For their up air attack, they'll wave the whip sword overhead. The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time. The up special move is
A lot of
really
jump-up
something.
opportunities
The sword
with
extends like
Byleth.
this.
A lot of
allowing you
good
to do things like
anti-aerial
this.
moves with some decent
It
aerial
was pretty
tossed
terrifying
in.
how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition, you can do awful things like this.
It's awful not because he knocked
That
the
said,
character
you'll
off the
launch
stage
opponents upward until
and
their
beat him up.
damage
It's
reaches a
awful
certain
because he
percentage.
knocked Kirby off the stage and then denied Kirby the recovery.
Exceed that percentage and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge.
That is why he said it's terrible.
I've already shown this, but you can also
Incidentally,
use
an
it to
ability
latch
that
onto
Link
edges.
and Samus has.
So that's the up special.
You
Now,
kind
for
of
the
notice there's
sideways
actually a
kicks,
lot of overlap
this is
with
air
Byleth and a lot of
The
other
same name is the weapon
characters.
from Celtic mythology.
So when he says at the end of the video
First, we'll go through the forward
he
and
always
back air
tries
attacks.
to
As you
include
can
or
see, they
add.
have a long reach.
Yeah,
like
there's
so.
him playing under my screen.
Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too, right? If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it.
Yeah, you have a narrower
Next, the side
strike
smash
point with
This
Byleth,
also has a long range.
with
It'll connect even from here.
Byleth, but Marth has a wider one. So if the Marth player jumps higher, the Byleth player has
Also,
to jump
if you
higher
add
just to
upward
adjust
tilt, it
over
will be
him.
stronger. And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them. By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful.
Yes, indeed. You see that little
The
pink
shaft part
point
is
on there?
weaker, so it's not suited to close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far. That's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward, or downward in this case. Next, the side special move.
Indeed.
Byleth will simply swing the lance like this, but again, it has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
He also dashes forward slightly when doing that.
Actually, you can do a smash attack to charge forward a little, like this.
Which is the same distance as he traveled previously.
But as you'd expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful. Use it in midair and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality. So this complements it well, although you'll be vulnerable when you land. Now, for the downward inputs. For these, Byleths will
Between
use
heaven
an
and
axe
earth,
called
the
Amiibo.
song.
It's named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth. First, the down air attack. It really is strong. You can try for a meteor effect with this attack. Next is the down smash attack. A heavy sweep of the axe, back and
Big
forth.
sweep.
As you can
Front
see,
to
it
back.
has a great deal of launch power. And for the down special, Byleth channels all their energy into a devastating strike. It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect, which allows you to withstand an attack. Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time, it plays out like this. It's a bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage. Unless you get grabbed. Another notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms. While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms like
Sakurai
this.
truly
to lower
loves
area.
showing off all the little details when
It
it
won't let
comes
you
to
jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack. Also, you can turn around during the move. The swing takes a
it.
while.
It also generates a little
So if an
shockwave,
opponent runs behind you during the move,
which he points out
you can
shortly
change
after
direction.
this.
Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against a group of opponents. Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little. It's as if the quaking of the ground launches
AoE
them.
effect.
By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters. It hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated attacks like this can just get you hit by counter after counter. Next, we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is called Fail Knot,
Which
shares
is
the
a great name
with the
for
bow
a
of the
fail
knights
boat,
around
a
him.
fail war boat.
It only appears in a few neutral moves.
You know, you got
You've got the
Dreadnought,
neutral
you
air
got
attack.
fail boat.
This attack is
You put the
similar
two
to
together, you get
Fail
fail
other
knot.
fighters like him. It lets you spin the weapon around. It's also easy to create certain combos with it. And with the neutral special, you'll let loose an arrow. It seems pretty straightforward, right?
Hopefully
there
this
are a few noteworthy
this
aspects to this
video
bow.
does not fail to complete.
First, the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful. That said, you can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button. You can also change direction while in the stance. It works up until this point, but if you keep holding the button,
Full power.
unleash a powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light. You can perform this move by keeping the button held down. You charge up power like so, charge a bit more, and then fire. But again, you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it, not even with the shield button. In other words, you're committed to firing it. So you see, a situation like this is pretty terrible. Once you've entered the stance, you won't be able to do anything. Which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents. So you need to think carefully when using this projectile weapon. Byleth's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there's a move called Ruptured Heaven. This is an enhanced version. As you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sophist and launch an attack together.
Promise shit.
Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female. However, the third, fourth, and fifth colors are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaders. Those of you who played the original game will of course understand what I'm referring to. The sixth color is based on Sophist, who you just saw earlier. And the seventh and eighth variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story. Didn't we see this variation in the final smash?
Yeah, indeed. Oh yeah, the stage.
Next,
He has to go over the stage, and then he has to show you the
For this one, we of course tried to
music
recreate the place where you
and
spend most of the game,
so forth.
Garreg Mach Monastery. This is how Garreg Mach Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge,
Yeah, he does this little magic
cathedral, all
platform.
in one stage.
Although, from the looks of it, you could easily just have
It's
it
the type
a
of stage that
scrolling
rotates
stage,
through different areas, such as these four.
as opposed to just a magic platform
Let me
that lifts you
introduce
up
each of
and
the
drops you
guests
back
here
down
in
in
these four
spots.
areas. The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Since it's a kingdom,
Oh,
that
the
means
Holy
they have
King
a
of
monarchy.
Fargus.
For that reason, I guess you
Oh,
could
the
say Dimitri is the
Fargus.
future king. He had quite the difficult
Yeah,
life, and may or may not
the
end
word
up with just one
Fargus
eye.
is a few
He's
letters
unfortunate
off
about
of
that one.
profanity and
There are vendors on either side.
lewd terms and
In
concepts.
the original game,
So
these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but
you can wreck the shit
you
out
can
of them.
break them, you see. If you do break them, the stage will expand to the left and
Ever
right.
so slightly. Ever so slightly.
I wonder where people
By a
will buy
small
their
amount.
supplies now. And in the background, you can see the gatekeeper.
Yeah, they took
You
they
often
took
pass
3
through this
weeks
area and fire
working on that
houses,
gatekeeper
and you
right
end up
there. He's the
talking
most
to a lot.
important character of
Moving
this
through
stage.
these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop, you'll come crashing back down. We've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building. And the
And then
guests
you
in
got the
reception
Black
hall
Eagles,
are Edelgard,
which are all 3
Dorothea,
girls.
and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adrestian Empire, and as such, they embrace their military might. Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals.
They all go through terrible ordeals.
You'll notice there are prominent
It's Fire
chandeliers above the
Emblem.
stage.
From what
It's
I've read,
possible to knock them down.
basically it's a drama game.
However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though. So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go. I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table.
And the
Like
other
so.
table, too. Don't forget the other table.
Just like the sign that reads Fudin Kaza in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range. Next up, the bridge.
I'm surprised
The
Sakurai
camera
doesn't tell you
rotates
how many
90
tiles
degrees,
are in that
creating
room.
this long area. It's very wide indeed.
Or how many trees are in the background or between these 2 points.
It's similar to the Bridge of Elden stage. The guests are from the Golden Deer, Claude, Hilda, and Lawrence.
By the way,
They
all their
belong to
names
the
have been
Leicester
reused,
Alliance.
not just Claude and Hilda. Well, I mean all 3 on the screen.
Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training. As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen.
Great
You
place
could
for
also say it's a place
projectiles.
where the
Fast
fail
ones,
dot
too.
really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly.
Or anything that's quick moving, or any hazard that can be thrown out and
The
takes
last
up a
area is the
long
cathedral.
section of walkway.
Only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the cathedral are Seta, Flame, and Rhea. There's Seta, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flame. She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. All 3 have character quirks related to their true identities. I feel that Flame might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that. This is a simple area of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being
Yes,
the last
magically
area, it
floating
may be a place
platforms
where
that
some
come out of
intense
nowhere.
battles will be waged.
And then go away.
It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes is a typical length of a battle.
Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team.
I'm going to
pitted
ruin this
against
for
Fire
you.
Emblem
He just
protagonists
runs
throughout
all the
ages.
characters off the side
That'll
of the
give us
screen except
precisely
for
5 players per side.
Byleth.
Alright, here we go, Joker.
Joker.
Joker! And Hero! Gee, we really made a lot, huh? Banjo! By now, I think you know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
But basically,
Figure
I'm
it
trying
out on
to
the
defeat
first
all 5
one.
opponents with just the professor here. But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on.
yeah. He says he's going to use everything he's going to get his hands
It's
on.
not going to land that
And
easy.
then at the very end of the battle, he's going to say he's going to try to. He
this
was
is
trying to
bad.
focus on using only Byleth's abilities. So
I
you
better
get a
keep my
little bit of a
distance.
conflict there
I'll
of
use this chance to attack.
goals.
Got it. That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here. Lots of explosives. Ouch.
Oh, Ike got you good.
Perfect shield at that, huh? Good one.
Charge up for when he stands back up.
Like this, or like so.
When he's laying down, you have more than enough time
idea.
to charge up
There,
a
the
shot and
fireball.
hit him as he stands back up. And then the time that it takes him to stand back up, he is no longer capable of.
Good. There's Mom. You're in a good spot, Mom. I shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir.
Yeah, he could have held
Well, I guess
off
no one
on
uses
grabbing the
projectiles.
warp
At
star.
this point, it
Warp
doesn't matter if Gardevoir's
star!
there or not. I feel like the enemy might get this smash ball. See? They got it. But I mustn't give up.
Got any good downward
Waste this
attacks?
chance. There's another smash ball. Yes, got it. Now,
And Revenge Blaster
what are you
holding.
charging up for?
That didn't do
There's
too
still
much.
more. Whack. Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although, I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him! I was trying to fight using Byleths abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game.
And right there he said he was just trying to use Byleths abilities alone.
It can be fun to play like this,
But at the
especially
beginning
in
he said he
tag
would
team, so I
grab
think it's a
anything
good
he
idea
can
to try
and
imposing
to win the
different
battle.
types of challenges on yourself.
Which is it, dude?
Now, about the additional music. Since it's from the Fire Emblem series,
the additional
we'll be adding
music.
each of the new
It's
tracks to all the Fire
time to
Emblem
talk about the
stations.
music!
There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game.
Yes,
Our
there
selection
is. There's
this
also a
time
lot of
has been
Fire Emblem
taking those
characters, but
existing tracks into
I think
consideration.
you might have heard about
11
that.
songs are being added. This includes an arrangement of the main theme,
Part of me
both
says
Japanese
that
and
Sakurai
English.
would like to make a Fire Emblem fighting game.
I hope you'll enjoy these as well.
What do you think, audience?
We're also
All
adding
3
new
people
spirit
that show up. By the way, if you showed up and watched the video of this point,
It includes the house
say
themes
hi
among some
in the
of other
comments
popular
in the comments below. Seriously, say hi in the comments below.
Sophist is Legend class.
Yes, I guess she is Legend class.
Also, there's a new classic mode
She is a
map,
mysterious
Heroic Legacy,
character
which is
who's a
designed to let you enjoy
legend.
classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history.
A heroic legacy.
The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
Something amusing happens with
Now
Master
for the
Hand and
Mii Fighter
Crazy Hand.
costumes. Please take a look.
I don't know, are they gonna get a divorce or something? You know? They get in a fight in the middle of the match and start beating each other up as you're fighting them. And then a divorce attorney shows up and, hey! By the way, this is a little off because they use the name of the character as opposed to the franchise, Assassin's Creed. But of course, that might actually just be due to Japanese having weird hang-ups about certain things. Like Americans have weird hang-ups about certain things. Like Europeans have weirder hang-ups about certain things. You know? By the way, I'll buy this one. I'm gonna buy a Mega Man X. As well as the next one. Because I have to have Mega Man X. Because that's one of the characters I would love to have in a Fighter's Pass. I would also love Zero too. Zero is more higher on my list for Fighter's Pass, but there's already that assist trophy. He's gonna finger bang you. He's gonna bang, finger bang you all night. You know, girl, he's gonna finger bang you. That's alright. If you want to finish the song, go ahead and finish the song below in the comments. And then go ahead and say, hey, this is where that song comes from. If you know where I'm referencing that song from. Or that quote from a song. Yes, you get a free piece of music along with Cuphead. I might as well just buy all the Mii costumes.
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume. And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added. It's called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation. I hope you enjoy these as well. After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature.
Oh yeah, so you can
If
just
someone
simply
has
go
created
over
a Mii Fighter,
and
you can play
copy
using the
someone
costume
else's
that's wearing
work
immediately
that
after
they
you
took
download
less than 5 minutes to do.
And now, onto the Amiibo.
I personally feel that the Dark Samus colors is off.
Dark Samus and Richter are planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
Dark Samus is actually more of a dark blue as opposed to a purple-black. Dark blue into purple as opposed to purple into black. With touches
the Fighter's Pass is finally complete. The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard, and Byleth.
$24.99 for the
From more than
Fighters
70
Pass.
fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on.
Then the question is, why did you include
There
Byleth?
really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there? When we add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play.
Seriously, why did you include Byleth then? I don't mind Byleth, but if your
As I
intent
stated,
is to
we'll
add
continue to
something
release more
fresh and
DLC
new,
fighters down the
why
line.
Byleth?
I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
Get 6 more. With 6 more fighters in the next Fighters Pass. Of course, there were 6 characters previously, but one of them was Piranha Plant.
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time. For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available
By
for
the way, that's
pre-purchase on the
basically
date
one
shown,
fighter
so
every
please
4
keep an eye out.
months.
And
Roughly.
now that it's official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now.
3 to 4
And I'm
months.
personally very
Roughly.
sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchase it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided.
That is
Even if I
Sakurai's way
receive
of
many
saying
requests regarding
don't
potential
bother
candidates
him
on Twitter,
while he
I'm
decides
afraid
which
it
one
would
he
be very
wants to
hard to
include.
consider them. But I still hope you'll look forward to it. We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last time, it was a Rex costume. But this time, here's what we have. It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yes, indeed.
This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
That was a nice touch with Rob there.
It's been reported
And
that
him
Super Smash
taking out
Bros.
like a
Ultimate
guardian.
is the highest-selling fighting game in the world.
Well, yes,
Personally, I
indeed.
don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world.
Sakurai said a long
Seems like
time
Street
ago
Fighter
that he
2 was in
considered
the
it
lead
a
for a
Super
while,
Smash
but
Bros.
now
as
Super
a
Smash Bros.
party
Ultimate has
game
surpassed it in
franchise.
total sales. However, I'm not
That's been a
sure if
long
this is
time ago.
accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if you really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So,
I
who
personally
knows?
classify
But
Street
when it
Fighter
comes to
all
a
the
single piece
individual
of software,
versions
it
as
seems
their
like
own
Super Smash
games.
Bros. Ultimate is number 1.
Kind of my same
Although,
way with
I
Pokemon.
still don't know if it
Red
can really be
version
called
is one
just
game,
a fighting
blue
game.
version's another. I wish there was more
I
differences
feel like
between
it's
each
become more than a
Pokemon
fighting
version.
game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely. Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters.
Yeah, you ran them off the screen just so you can get to Byleth faster.
The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC, which means
I wonder if there's
no
going to be
breaks for me.
season 3.
I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue
I
to support
would
it.
love if there's Mega
That's
Man
it.
X,
Thank you.
Crash Bandicoot, Shantae, and I would also like Spiral. And you could also throw in some fighters from like Tekken and Soul Calibur. Why did I want to say Sword Calibur? Soul Calibur into the next Fighters Pass. That would be a nice little mix. Of course, that is not niche enough. And if you want to hear suggestions for nichier characters or more indie, you can go over to Thunder Productions channel and hear his thoughts on such things. He covers these events as well. And I hope you enjoy your time over there. And the people who come from over there to visit me on this channel, I hope you enjoyed your time over here. If you have any characters you would like to see in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, please list them in the comments below. Keep in mind that they have to be primarily video game characters first and foremost, that could have had TV shows and comics and other stuff, but they have to be video game characters first. Let's go with that rule. That's the only rule. And go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I also would have loved Zero from the Mega Man X series / Mega Man Zero series. I really love those games. Thank you very much for watching. And feel free to support the channel however you can. And see you next time.